right, I think it's working now. Okay. Welcome to DeFi Crypto News. All right, so for those that did not see the first episode yesterday, I'm trying a new format that we're going to add on top of the regular videos that I'm doing. So we're going to try to do a daily video. Let's see if we are actually live. Should be... come on. Yes or no? Okay, all right. So this one I'm deleting. That's the one that didn't work. All right. Okay, so we're here. Okay, welcome. All right. So I'm not going to be able to answer the top chat, but I highly invite you to send comments in the chat or under the video when it's done. I will read the chats after the video is published. Okay, we can view the videos and all, with the chat later on. Okay, so let's start with my little program for today. You probably noticed that inflation went up in the United States. The CPI, the Consumer Price Index, rose to 7.5% for the last 12 months. And that's the highest it's been for about 40 years, which is a lot. So a lot of people got scared. The stock market tumbled a bit yesterday. Now it's back up a bit. And Bitcoin did not know how to react today. So either that or some people were on cheap drugs that didn't last very long, because Bitcoin crashed and then just as suddenly it shot back up. Now it seems to be on a downward trend again. God knows what's going on there. All right. So the thing about inflation is that it will push the Federal Reserve and governments around the world to raise interest rates. And when you raise interest rates, it means that when people borrow to invest in the stock market, especially and in real estate, that means they're going to have to pay more. If they have to pay more interest, then they're probably going to speculate less on the stock market and in real estate. When it comes to crypto is a little bit dissociated from all that, because you can borrow within the crypto world and the rates are not dictated by the Federal Reserve or other central banks. So I'm always a little bit puzzled as to why so many people dump their tokens when interest rates go up, unless, of course, they borrowed at their traditional bank in order to invest in crypto, which is a little bit silly because it's super risky. Anyway, we're going to talk about other stuff that I find all over the place on Twitter. This project solidly has been launched, is live right now. And that's a new development. Now, Solidly is a project that was designed by Andrew Cronje. Andrew Cronje is a very famous developer who has one of the top 10 most respected DeFi protocols, which is Yearn, which we talked about quite a bit. So if you're familiar with Yearn, okay, we're going to see that. If you're familiar with Yearn, that's also Andrew Cronje's little baby, okay? And according to Solid DeFi Safety, Yearn is one of the top 10 safest projects in the sense that the code is really good and very well documented. It doesn't mean you cannot lose money on this. You can lose money everywhere, even on the best projects. Okay, so you have to dissociate losing money with a good project. A good project can make you lose money. Okay, that's crypto for you, and even regular finance. You can lose. One of the most respected companies in the world is Apple. You got Google. You got a bunch of they're considered very good, very solid, and everything. But if you buy this stock very high, and then the market crashes, yeah, you're going to lose money also, even on the best stocks. All right. So to get back to Solidly, this is a new project by Andrew Cronier. Now, this is worth remembering, okay? It's experimental software. It's high risk of loss of funds. And there's no token trading that's called solid. If you find a solid token, it's a scam. And there's zero financial incentive to participate. It's like, why the heck do we want to go there, right? But there's a reason why it was developed. Okay, Andrew Cronier is experimenting, trying to find a new way of doing DeFi projects. Okay, and he's trying to solve common problems that we see on DeFi. Okay, and that's why it was created. So if we have a look here, okay, we saw that. All right, so this is the project. So currently, if you go to the main page, you have this disclaimer. Okay, now this is something again that I like to read. I like to read the fine print, because here it says here, Solidly Exchange is a smart contract protocol in alpha stage of launch, and even though multiple security audits have been completed on the smart contracts, you have to understand the risk associated with using the Solidly protocol and associated functions. Okay, so basically, unlike many projects, about 95% of new DeFi projects that come out have not been audited. This one I already had multiple security audits. Okay, and even after all that, he's telling you this is very alpha. You can't lose your shirt. Okay, so I kind of like that. Also, it says make sure that it's legal in your country and blah 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 blah. Anyway, so let's have a look. So basically, what you can do is swap between solidly supported stablecoins and volatile assets. So you need to connect your wallet. I think it's on Phantom, isn't it? Let's see if we can get there. Sure, whatever. Yeah, it's Phantom. So you can select whatever asset, and you can swap it very efficiently. That was one of the main features. They wanted to reduce losses that are done during swapping transactions. Okay, and you can create liquidity pairs and so on. So right now there's not much, but there's a very good chance that this project becomes very, very powerful in the near future. So keep an eye on it. Okay, as the guy said, there's no incentive for you to use it. If anything, they want to discourage people from using it. This is designed mostly as a Lego block to be used by other DeFi projects that want to build on something. Okay, so DeFi works like Legos. Okay, you've got little bits and pieces that you can plug together to build bigger and better things. Okay, and one of the reasons why Solidly is there is that it wants to become a very important Lego block for building greater DeFi projects. All right. Now they have several articles on Medium. We're not going to go through that. It's pretty technical. This is mostly for developers. Solidly is designed for developers mostly. Okay, and it's probably going to be one of its goals is to become as important as Curve. Curve is the largest DeFi project in the world. And there's a curve war, which we're going to have a quick look at today. On the curve war is like how to control Curve and get the best yield out of Curve. Okay. All right. So next. Okay. This I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but for those people that are looking at he likes to call them shitcoin, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to use that on YouTube. I might get blocked or whatever. So let's call them poop coins. So if you like to speculate and trade on poop coins, this guy has a strategy, and it's quite elaborate. Okay. He goes through the code, and he's got several tools and several tips on how to spot scams and other things. It's a very long and very interesting tweet. Okay, so if you're interested in speculating on extremely risky tokens, okay, you might want to have a look at this to improve your chances of not losing all your money. As he says here, so he says that he's going to outline how some useful tools to help filter through the noise and hopefully find those poop coins that can go 100x. And then he says here, where did I see that? Yes, this is not a hard and fast rule for poop coining, merely a useful guide. A lot of it comes down to using your own intuition, and trust me, you will get rugged along the way. But if you have 2 out of 10 hits that do 10x and the rest you get rug pull, you're still going to double your money. So he compares this to Russian roulette. So this is for very adventurous people. Okay, if you like to gamble, but you want to do it in a sophisticated way with very elaborate technical tools, okay, I'm going to put the link to this thread in the description below. It's quite interesting. I'm not much of a trader, so I'm not going to use this technique, but it looks quite good. Okay, you're probably going to be able to do 2 out of 10 hits on this. Okay, the other 8 you're probably going to get rug pulled. So be prepared to lose money. All right, but I thought it was interesting to look at. I just saw this today. Now, a lot of people keep asking me, what am I bullish on? I'm not very sophisticated. I'm, right now, I like to keep a lot of my coins in stable coins, okay, just because the market's a little bit crazy, and practically every investment I'm going to put money in is going to lose my capital, okay? So, but these are very famous projects, okay, we see Curve here, and Convex there, and Frax, and Dopex, and Toke, sorry, not Tokemex, and Butterfly. Butterfly right now, I think, is in number 1 and number 2 position to control Curve. So they're one of the winners of the Curve war at the moment, anyway, until somebody else tops them. So, and these are worth your time. You should study these projects, okay? From time to time, I'm probably going to make videos about them, okay? But right now, just to give you a quick look at what is very important. These are major projects, okay? The curve is about 10 to 15% of all DeFi, just by itself, okay? Everything is centered around curve. All right. Yeah, and also talking about Butterfly, this lady has made a spreadsheet that you can download at GitHub. Okay, she's been studying the Butterfly and projects, and you know, really thinks that that there's something really spectacular happening there. So again, I'm going to put the link in the description. You should check this out. So you can download for free the Excel spreadsheet right here. Okay, and definitely check Butterfly out. There's something going on there. Okay, that's the spreadsheet where you can download it. That's Butterfly. Butterfly is part of it's called the token is called Butterfly, but the project is called Redacted Cartel. Now, if you you see these black things, if you copy and paste them somewhere else, you're going to be able to read what's blacked out. Okay, what's redacted. So here they talk about. What's happening with Curve. Proposal aims to take Butterfly alone on the redacted cartel to create a Butterfly ETH Curve LP. Yeah, so they're trying to create a LP project, LP tokens on Curve using Butterfly and ETH. And at some point, here the people behind Redacted are also going to be part of a conference where they're talking about money Legos. Remember, I talked about that earlier. Like DeFi is like money Legos. Okay. All right. That's what we're gonna see. All right. So that's very important concept. For those that are curious about it, definitely read this article. Okay. What do I have here? Oh yeah, Dopex. Dopex is a very, very interesting project. I'm definitely going to make a video about this because we started talking about options, okay, on optimism. Dopex is on Arbitrum. Tomorrow I'm talking about another project that's on Arbitrum, and I'm showing people how to get set up on Arbitrum. That's coming tomorrow. But with a different project. But at some point, I'm going to do a deep dive on Dopex and show what we can do there. It's very exciting. There's all kinds of stuff. Also, if you're familiar with Tetranode, I talked about him yesterday. That's a guy with a $250 million portfolio. He's one of the backers behind Dopex, and he's crazy bullish about it. Okay, he loves that project. So also what's very nice is that Dopex has a Dopexpedia and a Dopex Academy to explain what you can do with Dopex. Very good read. We're going to talk about that when I make the video on Dopex. And now we've got this new project called Dow Jones Option. So they're making a joke on the Dow Jones from Wall Street. So Jones DAO recently launched and built on top of Dopex, the leading decentralized option trading protocol. Instead of managing your own option strategy, Jones DAO manages it all for you. Stake and chill. Think of beefy finance, but for options. Definitely very interesting. Definitely going to make a deep dive video on this. That's coming. That's coming. All right. What else we got here? We're back here, I think. Yeah. All right, so that's about it for today. If you have topics you want me to cover in the daily news updates, okay, it has to be very recent, okay, something that is happening like today or yesterday, maybe up to maybe a couple of days before, okay, then I'll cover it during the daily news updates. So the daily news updates, the plan is to have something about 30 minutes to an hour, okay. The plan is I'm trying to do it around noon American Eastern Standard Time. I'm trying. It's just putting the pieces together to have something to talk about that I think you might find interesting. Takes time, okay? And I'm not doing only that video every day. I'm making 2 or 3 videos every single day right now. I'm trying to push as much content as possible to get people excited about what's going on in DeFi and crypto in general, okay? But I invite you to comment. I invite you to tell me what you want me to talk about, and I'll cover it. Now, don't spam, okay? Don't shell projects that you're involved in, okay? Just like talk about. I want to talk about something that people care about, and that can help people understand DeFi and crypto better in general. So we can talk about just almost anything this, and that's why I want it live. I want people to be able to chat. I want people to be able to give feedback and get involved, okay? So we're doing this every single day. It's a new project I started yesterday, so if you didn't know about it, now you know. We're going to post daily news updates every single day around 12. So the time can be between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m., give or take, okay, American Eastern Standard Time, okay? So that's the plan. Give me a little bit of room to maneuver, okay? It's still experimental, it's still very beta at the moment, okay? I'm still trying to put the pieces together to make this work. So forgive me the first few days if it's a little bit bizarre and awkward and not at the regular time, okay? So maybe I can have a look at some of these comments. Okay, what about Heck? Never gave us more updates. Yeah, Heck is a good idea. Wonderland made me broke. Dude, most people lost 95% on Wonderland, okay? And on Olympus, and on a ton of other home forks, okay? And that's not the only places where you can lose money in crypto, all right? Yeah. It's part of life, and that's why I keep saying these projects are very risky. Don't put all your money in these things. Most of my money I keep in stable coins. I've got about 50% of my portfolio in stable coins. Why? Because I can sleep at night knowing that it's not going to be vaporized if something stupid happens, okay? The projects that we talk about on this channel and on every channel that you look at on YouTube, okay, are extremely risky. That most of them are experimental, okay? And to be quite frank, many of the developers that are pushing new projects, okay, don't have that much experience. Maybe they've been programming for 6 months to a year, okay? They're not like Andrew Cronje, who's like a lifetime programmer, who's been doing this forever, okay? So again, be very reasonable. Use really small amounts of money, and it's a gamble. It's like horse racing, okay? You try to find a horse that's not going to break its legs before reaching the final line, right? So that's what DeFi is about. Teach us how to do what? Hang on. How to... Okay, it's not showing me all the text, sorry. Thanks for the video, thanks for watching. Heck has an AMA in 2 hours. Yeah, they have a lot of AMAs. They have a lot of AMAs. That's a good thing about Heck. They communicate a lot. I like them for that. All right. All right, we don't have that many comments today. Yesterday we had a lot more people. I don't know, maybe it's the bad time. You guys like this time slot? I mean, if you don't like this time slot, I don't know. 2 ohm and 3 ohm. Your thoughts? Well, right now there's a multiplicity of ohm forks, of tomb forks. Okay, and we know that tomb forks have a lot of problems. And developers try to find solutions and see how to make them more viable and last longer, and how to make them make money for investors even during the contraction time. You know, there's an expansion and a contraction on tomb forks. And most of the time, as soon as there's contraction, people take their money out, dump the token, and then the project pretty much dies. Some projects survive this, some projects don't. It remains to be seen what 2 ohm and 3 ohm are going to do. Okay, it's worth having a look, but again, don't put all your portfolio on these things. Okay, it's super risky. It's super risky. All right, I'm going to look at a couple more questions, and then after that we have to stop. I don't want to make it too much more than an hour. If you're in Diamond Bank, bad news. I'm not in Diamond Bank. Your thoughts about Templar DAO? Yet another ohm fork. Right now, unless somebody really reinvents the ohm fork, I'm not that keen on new ohm forks right now. Okay. We saw that there were quite a few issues. Okay, ohm forks work when the market goes up. Okay, if the market goes down, everybody panics and dumps their tokens. Just look at Wonderland. Wonderland is, the way it's priced right now makes no sense. It makes no sense. Have you delved into node projects? If yes, what are your thoughts? I'm going to make a review of a new node that's coming from a project that's already existing. Okay, they're trying something new. Okay, and I trust them more than many of the so-called nodes, which are not much more than Ponzi's and scams. Some of them are genuine. I think Tor might be real. But remember Ring Node, that was a scam. And there are lots of them. There are lots of... I'm not exactly convinced the node model is viable. Okay? I don't think it's a very good model. Well, yeah, I did a review about Titano. Okay? I said it was a scam. I said it was a Ponzi. People don't believe me, but I did say that. Anyway, that's it. That's the last one. What is that? Drip now? Drip network seems to be really growing. Okay, I did talk about Drip. Many people are not happy about what I said about Drip. Okay? The biggest problem I have with Drip is that it takes your money and just redistributes your money to the other investors. The earnings that you're getting only come from the wallets of other investors. They're not taking the money that came from investors and deposited it somewhere, like let's say Anchor Protocol, to get 19%. They're not doing even that. They're not depositing that money to earn income. The only so-called income is the taxes that they charge for every single transaction that you make. But I did the math, and those taxes are not enough to pay the interest that they're supposed to be paying you. So where is the money supposed to be coming from? The money is supposed to be coming from new investors every single time. And if you do it like that, and you don't invest and create new money from the investors' money, This is the textbook definition of a Ponzi scheme, which is a scam, and it's illegal in almost every country of the world. Not many people are happy for me saying that, but that's the truth. Okay? So at some point, either they change the model and start generating income, or it's going to collapse on its own weight. So I'm not bullish on drip, okay? And I don't think it's a good idea. All right, last question, okay? Thoughts on Olympus. Okay, Olympus right now doesn't look so amazing, but the people behind this are working very hard, okay? And they're expanding the project with, for instance, Olympus Pro, which seems to me to be a very successful project. It generates some income for Olympus DAO, not that much, but it does generate income. The protocol on liquidity model works. It's the rebase system that has major flaws, okay? So I think they will modify the project gradually, and eventually it's going to become better than it is now. But the people behind it are very strong, very serious people, all right? Okay, I just talked about Titano, darling. Watch the video again, okay? I don't think Titano is a good idea. But you're free to do what you want. It's your money, okay? But personally, I would stay away from Titano. All right, so that's it for today. If you have comments for subjects you want me to talk about for the next episodes of the Daily News, let me know. But it has to be something recent and something new, okay? Like a new development, something that just happened that same day or the day before, something like that, okay? Don't just ask me about what do I think about Project X, okay? I want to know about the news, like what's new at Project X. That's what we're going to talk about. This is the news, okay? All right, so that's it for this video. If you like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell. Download the free book. It's free. All you have to do is put your name, your email address, hit the submit button, and then you get a button that says download the free book. And if you miss that button, we're sending you an email with another button that says download the free book. And if you don't want a free book, you go to Amazon, you pay $5.99 to Jeff Bezos, and Jeff will send me $1. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Around this time, I'm going to try to be around noonish, okay? So between 11 and 1 p.m., give or take, that's the time we're going to be, okay?